Good morning, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Tuesday morning, April 8th. And we're looking at Window Trader's market profile of the ES and NQ. So largest ranges ever in the ES and NQ, probably one of the heaviest volumes ever, if not the most. Bulls did try to gain some semblance of control throughout the day. They're trying to expand on that today. Right now, percentage-wise, we're up pretty good. We have higher value, so the bulls are trying. The thing to keep in mind, at least early, is we are still inside of yesterday's range. Okay? If we take out yesterday's high sooner rather than later, that will be impressive. That would be impressive, considering we had a $43 range. Okay? Now don't forget, NQ and righty are in balance. Now I would use Thursday's high for righty as the balance high. I would call them a 3-day balance. But NQ is a 2-day balance. Okay? It's Friday and Monday. If we take out yesterday's high, now we do have a pretty big gap. It starts at 362, doesn't get filled to 665. But with these ranges, is that really big? 300 points? Right? These days, 300 points is $7 in NQ. They could fill that in a minute. So we would be up on the daily if we do that, and then we'll see how we manage that gap. ES's case, taking out yesterday's high would just put us back to balance. So even if we really went a lot higher, it would be today's high, unless we really took back this whole gap, would be today's high as our balance high and yesterday's low as our balance low. Okay? But let's not get ahead of ourselves. First things first. We always talk about hump levels and things of that nature. Well, for the Bears, it's certainly yesterday's high of 86.50. They want to defend that in the ES. For the Bulls, they like to get the overnight high, and if they do pull back, hold now what was our afternoon rally high. So I think that's important for the Bulls. That's 58, 51, 58. If you hold that, you're certainly going to have clearly higher value, and you're still going to have the indices in your favor. So those are two levels. The Bears want to defend the high. The Bulls, what was the afternoon rally high. Now, in NQ's case, it would also be yesterday's high because that's your balance high. So that's 18,362 that the Bears want to defend. And for the most part, same thing on the downside. Bulls want to defend the afternoon rally high where there were sellers yesterday. Right now, they're not there. Now, keep in mind, big difference between ES and NQ last night. ES spent, right, they were 18 wide above the afternoon rally high. NQ was 21 wide below the afternoon rally high. Now, it was above value, but just a little nuance where they did most of their business as opposed to ES. Righty also did their most of their business above the afternoon rally high. So those are early levels to keep an eye on, okay? Again, you can get a tweet at any time out of this administration, so you have to always be aware of that. Again, we still have 70 minutes to go prior to the open, so it's going to depend where the overnight highs are, overnight lows. Again, can you front run the overnight high? We'll see. We'll see where they are. At this juncture, if they're right here, I'm not saying you can't front run them if we open near them, but you're not going to, you need a strict point total right above there. Okay? Because you're too far, way too far away from the day's highs at this point. If they're closer to yesterday's highs, then maybe you have a better visual out at that point. As far as the long, again, if we were to get the overnight high and then pull back, now again, that seems like a long way to come back to, but with these markets, it's not. So be patient. I have not taken a trade in A period. Oh, no, that's not true. I did take a trade in A period yesterday. I didn't take one on Thursday or Friday. But just be patient and wait for MGI to form today. Again, I did not trade much yesterday. But that because there was nothing there that was enticing to me. These ranges were just too large that I didn't see an edge to lean against anything. Look, I made $540 or $520 in my personal account, $240 in one of the prop funds. Who's not going to be happy with making $760 on any day? Keep that in mind, okay? It's not about how many trades you take, right? And then chart-wise, so yesterday was the largest range and probably the heaviest volume ever, 256 million. This will be a huge balance if we take out Friday's high in ES. Okay? Remains to be seen if we will or not. But it would be a huge balance. Right now we're still $5 below yesterday's high. It seems close, but it's still $5. So we'll see if they do try to keep it in some sort of balance. And as far as triple Qs, they had a chance, almost had an outside day down, but they did not. Now we're trading almost $12 higher than yesterday's low. However, same thing. We're still $9 away, $8 away from yesterday's high. Good luck trading today. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing to this channel, and we'll recap at 4 p.m.